Yo, folks, what you saying to me? Big Dog back in the building. You done know. All right, let's get straight into it. Arsenal, Man City, yeah. I feel like for this one, for us, this looks like 2 points dropped, man. I can't lie. Listen, a lot of people getting onto Arteta for the team selection. I make them right. Listen, I get it. Like he's trying to play informed players. Moreno, he's trying to like Moreno come back from international duty. He can pop up with a goal. He thinks it's sturdy because you got the athleticism in the middle. Like you got Declan Rice, you got Zubimendi, you got Rico Moreno. But what you have with that midfield three is no creativity, no forward passing ability. Like I feel like even to a certain extent, Zubimendi can make them forward passes, but he is a DM. Do you get what I mean? So he's going to be a lot more defensively minded. So it's like he's not gonna like he does push forward, but he's not. That's not his role to be up there creating forward passes. Then you have Declan Rice and Zubimendi that both split. Declan Rice goes out as a half winger, and you have Mika Moreno doing the same thing, like going out on the right, and then you have no one through the middle, no one to play those passes, and you could see the difference when Eze came on in the second half. When he started to play in between the lines, playing those in those little gaps of spaces that he's learning, that he knows to pick up, and that he, even just that half, like that 45 minutes of him being on the pitch, you could see the difference. And what this team needs is that cam, that attacking midfielder. So yeah, I feel like the starting lineup was a bit mad. I get it, like you want to set your team up so they don't lose. But then also within setting your team up so they don't lose, you put yourself in a position that you can't win. Because if you've got that, if you're solely reliant on wingers to create situations for you and set pieces, and the team get into that mentality where you see them running it down the byline to try and secure a corner because we know we're so strong from corners. But it's not the right way to play football. That's not how Arsenal play football. And I feel like Mikel, I get it, like he's struggling to find a way to win the league. 3 seasons in a row, he's finished second, and each time he's tried a different philosophy, a different way of style of playing, and it hasn't worked. So I feel like he's hell bent on trying to find a style that works for him in order to win the league. The first season we was all out attack. It blew the team out, but we didn't have the depth like we have now. But they couldn't maintain it, and the wheels fell off. Then the following season, we got a lot sturdier in defense, and we're still playing that attacking, free flowing football. And Man City were just phenomenal that season. There's nothing you could do. They won a treble that season. They were just, I think we lost one game against Villa, drew. I think we lost Villa. I think we drew a game. I think either Palace or Fulham. We won pretty much every game the second half of the season and still lost the season by a point. There's nothing you can do about that. But and then the Liverpool season, injuries. But even then, like, we were defensively solid, but the injuries, and we just set piece. And it was just all a bit last season. I just choose to forget about last season. So this season, he's gone out with this mindset that we're not going to lose a game. We're not going to lose a game. I've got them, I've got these wingers that can attack, swing balls into the box. I've got a striker that can be in there. That's how we're going to play it. And it's just not working. Like, we saw it against Bilbao. It took the substitutions to come on to make a difference. We've seen it against Man City. Man City weren't actually good. They were there for the taking. And the fact that Pep actually went defensive from the 78th minute, bringing on Nathan Ake, taking off Haaland, doing all of these things, just lets you know that they were trying to hold what they had because they couldn't see a way of them scoring another goal. So they literally parked the bus on us. And Arteta, yes, he saw that and recognized that that's what happened, and then bring on Martinelli for Timber, and Martinelli then in turn scored the goal. But I feel like that's how the game should have started. That his hand was forced with Madueke getting injured or feeling something in his knee and having to take him off and bring on Saka and Eze, but we just look so much different. And I feel like with the squad that we have now, we shouldn't be a team that's being cautious. We have one of the best defenses in the world. Let that defense defend when the time's right for them. Like, we can afford to play expansive free-flowing football now and not have to slightly worry about defense. Yes, there are some frailties where we do get caught on the counter, but I feel that happens due to the fact that we dominate possession so much, playing side to side, playing all these passes and not being direct, and we're playing around looking for that intricate golden moment to play it in and to score the perfect goal, that it just brings everyone forward. Before you know it, you got Gabriel deep in the opposition halves, you got Saliba on the halfway line, you got Calafiori in the 10 out wide, you got Timber up high. So when you do lose possession of the ball, which will eventually happen, and the other team counter-attack you, everyone's out of position. But then if you're playing expansive, free-flowing football and you're playing direct football where, you're just going at these teams, similar to what Liverpool did, similar to what Man City used to do, then, you haven't got time for your players to be out of position. Liverpool kind of slightly play that way now, and sometimes they do get caught out, but more than enough, they're playing very direct, going at your goal, and they create a lot of chances. That's why Liverpool end up beating teams 3-0, 3-1, 4-1, because they're very direct. They attack, and I feel we've got the players to do that, and I think Arteta needs to kind of let the handbrake off now. Like, I'm an Arteta in guy, so I'm not gonna sit here and go at Arteta and be like, oh, you know what, he needs to go. The manager can't do it. He needs to sort it out, whatever. I feel like he has the capability to do it, but he needs to not keep fantasizing about the league. Yes, there's probably pressure on him to win the league, but he just needs to make this team play. Get this team playing to the point they are dangerous. We saw what PSG did, and PSG last season didn't even have the resources like we have. That they've got. Don't get me wrong, Kabakacheles, I can't pronounce his name. Desiree Doué, Dembele, Bacola. These are very good options that they have. Do you get what I'm saying? These are very good players, yeah. And even their midfield, but their midfield is very jukey. It's very like tick-a-tacker. They got a strong midfield and runners, but I feel like we have a strong midfield with runners, and we can play that if he plays the right people. Do you get what I mean? I feel like we have strength and depth in the sense of we have like the Martinellis, the Madueke's, the Sakas. You know what I mean? These players are attacking-minded players running at you. They've got pace. They can do certain things, and I feel like they're being restricted with the way that we play. Look at Martinelli's goal. Eze picks it up, turns, sees the run, plays the wicked ball over the top, pinch perfect for Martinelli to get on it, and he's finished. People saying that's not a top goal, that is a top goal. I think when you got someone like Donnarumma in goal, you really got to make sure you love him, because he's 6'5" and he can jump and he can catch that. He'll pluck that out the sky, and that was a fabulous finish. And also, that is a sign that should we be playing Martinelli through the middle as a second choice striker? Like, you have Gyökeres, you have Martinelli. Should we be playing them together as a two? Because one thing for certain, we got Martinelli in as a striker. Martinelli is a striker by nature. He is a goal-scoring striker, and he was one of the first to score 4 goals in a row, coming in as a starter at his age, since I think when Henry did it or something, or like, Ian Wright, I think. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, he is like elite, like he's proper, like that's his bread and butter, and Arteta's tried to turn him out into a winger. And this is the thing that I have, right? And the problem that I have with Arteta, and the only problem that I have, is that he wants versatility. He wants players to do what he wants them to do, which is fine. But then you also got to kind of let players do what they do. Martinelli is a striker, so you have Martinelli and you have Victor Gyökeres. Run them two as your strikers, bro. Then go and get yourself another left-sided winger. Do you get what I'm saying? Bringing a Semio from Bournemouth. I can't pronounce. Yeah, I think that's how you say it. Semio. Bring my man from Bournemouth. Play him on the left. Yeah. Boom. You got Madueke. You got Saka. You got Trossard. You get rid of Trossard at some point, and you bring in someone else. Then there's your 2 wingers. You got your 2 strikers. Jesus has to go, and then obviously you cash in on Havertz. Don't get me wrong, I like Havertz, but he's not a striker, and he can't play midfield. So what else can you do? Do you get what I'm saying? But then if you keep Havertz, get a winger, then Havertz is, if you do get a couple injuries, Martinelli's out, Gyökeres gets injured, whatever, you have Havertz in it if you love him that much. But sort it out, man, because Martinelli's dangerous, and I feel like we lose Martinelli or we sell him, that will come back to bite us later down because he's going to be a madman and has the qualities to be a madman. And whatever he's going through, it's like he's showing us now that he is that guy. Do you get what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. I feel like that's where I get frustrated with Arteta because I feel like in games like this, we can all see that Man City was there for the taking. Liverpool, even you go defensive against Liverpool, you lose it to a free kick, which was a fantastic strike by Szoboszlai. But I feel like if you go a little bit more attacking minded in that game, not saying you take it to them, but you set up the team a bit more differently and have a bit more confidence and a bit more trust in your players, you might get a different result. Man City, no way should be coming to the Emirates and getting anything out of that under this current setup how they're playing at the moment. But listen, we didn't lose the game, we got a point. And the narrative that that people will push out there as well, Man City surprised me because Pep, and if they want to be considered title contenders and whatever, they should be coming to do a mad thing with us. Parking the bus is mental, but that is the way times have changed, and everyone's gonna always criticize Arsenal and push narratives against Arsenal. So I understand that. I'm not mad at that. I just want my team to kind of answer that. Do you get what I'm saying? Like to respond, like, all right, you lot just keep shutting these men up. And sometimes I feel over the last few seasons, not being able to get over the line, not being able to get any silverware has given people, the right to keep on carrying on criticizing the team and doing whatever. But yeah, Man City were definitely there for the taking yesterday, and he shows like. And one thing I've seen like I love is that I feel like once this team gels, like I had people talking about Gyökeres and about how he played, and there were some moments he had great hold up play. I think it's difficult because he's trying to adjust in a team that's trying to go for the title in it, and in a league that he's never played in before. But I see a lot of qualities, and the thing is, we know he's a prolific goal scorer, so no one can't say he's whack. His brother scored a certain amount of goals, like in the Portuguese league, which no one else has been out there doing it like he was. You're not crap. You're not shit. You know how to score goals, innit? I just feel like he's not getting the service at Arsenal at the minute that he's maybe accustomed to or getting used to. Plus, he's getting used to the physicality. Like we've had a hard run of games. He's got another hard run coming up because now we've got another hard game coming up because we've got Newcastle. So that ain't going to be an easy game. We know they're a physical team, so he's going to have another physical battle. But I like the fact that these games are coming early. I like the fact that these games are early on in the season, which allows him to understand what the league is really like. Nothing ain't over. Like, man, talking about, it's done, bro, we're only like 5 games in. Like, chill, man, relax. Like, it's still early days. This brother could get to November, October and click and think, yeah, okay, I know what this league's about now, yeah? And get in his bag. Like, anything can happen. The league is long. Liverpool could fall off. Like, all of this, writing everyone off at this such an early stage. We know the season is long. Everyone be easy. And I think Gyökeres, once he finds his feet and he gels and finds himself in this squad, I feel like that's another thing. You come into this big team, a big club, where the fans are, very emotional and they're very, like, what's the word? Like we are very, like, what's the word? Proud. We're a mad fan base, isn't it? Like, let's just have it right. You hear what I'm saying? And you come into this club and you want to be here. You're a fan of the club. You wanted to be here. Like, it's all a bit overwhelming. And I feel like he's trying very hard. And I can't wait for him to just get to a point where he knows this is my club. I belong here. This is me. I am him. Do you get what I'm saying? And he settles in and everything starts to come naturally. Because it will. Soon enough, he will adjust. The spaces will come. He'll start to see it all a bit quicker and get up to speed with it. And that's what strikers do. Listen, you can't be that good and then fall off straight away after one move. So it will come. And I feel like he's gonna be a hit, but it's a learning curve. He's come up against some hard defenders in his first couple of games, and they're clever defenders, like, Konate in the Liverpool game, you've got Konate and Van Dijk, the hardest two you're ever gonna come across. Then, he had Ruben Diaz this week and they just wasn't giving him an inch or a moment to breathe. As soon as he got the ball, they were onto him. They were, just like at his heels. But he will adjust and he will learn, man. I do continue to see big things to come. We've got Newcastle next, then we got Marseille. Listen, I still feel like it's on for us this season. It's early. Yes, we've dropped a couple points. We lost one, drew one, but like it's early doors. Liverpool haven't been. Yes, they've been scraping these wins and getting these last-minute wins, but I don't feel that can continue. They've either got to get better when they're blowing teams away, or that luck. Or wouldn't say luck, and that's another thing. I've got to keep saying that Liverpool are lucky. They're actually good to the point that they do not give up. They carry on playing to the final whistle. They don't give you. You know, at the Dons, yeah, we got a thing called the longest 90. Play the 90, and in the Premier League now, it's 100 minutes. You got to be ready to play for it. Liverpool play for them 100 minutes. Do you get what I'm saying? The longest 100, they're ready for it. They're not giving up, and that's the problem that you have with a team like that. They're on it, and that's why they keep getting these last-minute goals. They keep pushing. So I have to apologize because I've been saying they're lucky and they're jamming these fucking rah. But listen, this is the squad that they're winners. They know how to win. They've been grinding it out and doing whatever. But I just don't feel like that can continue right now because they're not been playing great. They've been scraping. They've been nicking these wins. Fair play to them, but they're not been playing great. Do you get what I didn't play great? I feel like Everton was all over them in the second half on the weekend. So it's either they're going to get better and start doing a mad thing and then smashing teams, or yeah, they're going to start dropping points, or they might just continue to keep scraping these wins. But that can't carry you through a long season like this. We know this. So we'll see what happens, man. But anything can go on right now. Listen. Disappointing game on the weekend. I feel like it's 2 points dropped, then a point gained. And we roll on. Yeah. But listen, it's been big dog. You done know. Big up yourself. Look back in. See you for the Newcastle game. You done know. Bless.